What is going on today, guys? Welcome back to DC Unplugged, and today we're actually in my editing room. So we're basically in here for a real easy one, and you'll probably notice by the title that we're actually here to show you about these. So this is, I picked this up from BC22. It's an intercom kit that you can pair up with your phone. It has Bluetooth and all that stuff. So basically, as you can see behind me just here, we have my normal riding helmet, just an open face one, so nothing really special about that one. But it's the one that I do like to ride with quite a fair bit. It just sucks that when you're riding along and you have wind going in your face and it goes into your ears, of course, as well, you can't really hear the person beside you. So it's always good to have an intercom kit, and then you can talk to each other that way, and then they can be right behind you and you can still have a conversation or where you're going and tell them, hey, we're going to take the next ride. So today we're going to install it, see how it goes. It's pretty straightforward. It basically tells you on the front here how everything's set up. So you just see there, right there, real easy. So let's get into it. Let's get you over there, get you all set up, and we'll show you what's inside the kit. Let's go. So guys, this is pretty much the kit in a quick breakdown. Pretty simple stuff. We have our manual, so if you do get stuck, you can just refer back to the manual and it will tell you exactly what to do in a couple different languages. So that's pretty cool. Now this was given to me by BC22 to have and show you guys how to use. So it's pretty straightforward. Inside we've also got a couple of like these sticky pads here, so they don't come wide, it's like Velcro. So I've just gone ahead and just put those all on just to have the install a little bit easier, but you will have to have a fair idea how to pull your helmet apart. So this is my daily helmet. It's one I usually wear. So the general idea is that your ear is going to be sitting pretty much inside here. So in that little cavity there, right where the kind of chin strap is, your ear sits about there. So there's always usually a cavity that's actually sits further in to stop your ears getting sore, and for installing kits like these. So it's pretty easy. Whether you want to route the cords in the way that you want to, which is probably about around the back, or I like to put it over the top just to make it a little bit easier. So let's get straight into that one, and yeah, we'll start pulling this apart. So first of all, I'm going to take this side plate off. They're real easy. They just have little little clips, pretty easy, and then they slide out from underneath. There we go. So that's where we're going to install it, right here. So this is just all going to be this all clips back into place right there, there, and there. So we're going to put our first one here, which is going to be the far side. So depends on how you want to run it. You can have it either, but what I like to do is actually have my microphone here around the front. So let's get into that. Now that I've just done this side, I'm just literally just packing everything back the way it was. So clicking in all those little clips behind our chin straps and stuff like that. So we are pretty much done on that side. One side's always easier than the other. Now we've routed that one through. We can now take this side off. Put him aside. So what I've done here, guys, is that's the earpiece there. I've just ran the microphone between these two clips just here, and this is the charger for it. So I'm just going to let that hang out here, and I'm going to put everything back through the buckle through this, and just clip everything back into place. Alright, now for your microphone, it's obviously going to be at the front. It does have a little button here for opening phone calls and stuff like that. So we shall put that one, let's go with, we'll stick it in there. It's pretty much where my mouth is, so I'm pretty much going to stick mine just there. That's where I'm going to put it. See how that goes. All right. So just as a quick close-up, this is our charge cord. We can just tuck that up anywhere if you really don't want that hanging out. Got a bit of thing here, so we can probably chuck him up there. Just have the cord hanging out for later on when we go to charge it. So I've already fully charged this up already. So what we might do is just make sure everything's pads are all back in the same spot. And now it's time to go for a test drive and see how it goes. That simple, guys, real easy, real convenient, and then that way you can always talk to your buddies as you're riding along, which is really cool. Also, guys, don't stress if you accidentally mess the placing of your speakers up. They actually do give you spares. So they give you spares of those. I'll just show you here. This is the quickest one here. So you've got multiple different pads. These are the pads for the microphone. You have multiple goes of that. So if you don't like where it currently sits, you can pull that tab off, put a new one on, and then place it where you want to go. Same with the speaker part. That is also as well. That can also be changed and moved about if you do stuff it up the first time. So don't stress too much. All right. Let's go for a ride. It's all done. And now we just got to connect it to my phone. All right, so I thought I'd quickly run through the pairing process of this. So I'm not too sure if you're going to be able to see it, but in there's a little LED indicator inside of there. What we're going to do is we're going to pair up with this device. So what we want to do is we want to hold this button, which we use to answer our calls. Keep holding. Now flashing red and blue means it's in pair mode. We scan on our phone until we see it come up in our available devices down below. There it is, pairing. There we go. So it's saying you want to pair, yes, want to pair. There we go, it's just beeped. So now we are paired. Which yeah, it's now up there, it says for calls and audio. So I can now listen to music on the go, as well as if someone calls me, I can answer the phone as well, within that giving us the hands-free feature that we always love. So now that that's in, we've paired it with our phone, let's go for a ride and see what this quality is like, and yeah, let's go. All right, so just cruising along with this headset in, guys. I'll put some music on in a minute, but to me it just feels like it sounds like it's almost distant or not there. I don't know if it's just something how I installed it or not. But yeah, it still punches in some pretty decent music. You can definitely hear things there. It's very clear. Probably not as much bass as I'd like, but it's still very, very good for the price. And it connects to my phone pretty quick, as you would have seen in that video. And it does Bluetooth perfectly fine with the songs. Just so then I don't get demonetized, I'll just pull over real quick and I'll put on one of my videos, so then that way I don't get any complaints. So yeah, hang on. You guys can obviously hear that. I'm hoping anyway, because I can definitely hear it. So we all know this one. And cruising along. It's pretty good. Only reason why I want to use this video, guys, is I don't want to get demonetized for using the wrong music or playing some music from my phone. So yeah, it's you should be able to just hear it. And we are on the Nami today, as you can see. I was going to take out the Cyclone, but it's a pretty average day, so I didn't want to get stuck in the rain with it.
So you get the point, guys. So it does do a job really well. The quality of the video, the quality of the sound is actually really good. Like I said, just lacking a little bit of bass for my liking. But either you can still hear everything you want to hear. There's not too much interference into, like, let's say you're riding along and you can't hear out. Obviously, if you have the music too loud, then obviously you're not going to be able to hear or be aware what's going on around you. So always be mindful of that one. Also, guys, if you're wondering where these gloves are from, these are actually also from Bike Scooter City, and they actually do work with your touchscreen. So as you can see here, pretty cool. So guys, you can even listen to music while you're bored, or you find somewhere your favorite song comes on and you're going, and you might just want to jam out. Or when you're sitting at a set of lights and it's very boring and you're waiting for about what feels to be like an hour and a half for the lights to change, you can sit there and be like this. So much better. Instead of listening to breezing cars going past, how good's that? How not good is how good this looks on me. It's all for you guys. But yeah, guys, so not bad, not bad. There's bits of the thing, and it's really easy. You just put it up to a charge port and you charge up that little bit that's at the leaf hanging out, and away you go, and you're ready for your next ride. We'll definitely have to check out another one to see how long these last for, but from a previous one that I have actually tried these before I installed it, I got a good 2 to 4 hours out of it, so that's pretty good. And that's not at full ball, so that's pretty good. Yeah, well, mostly at full ball because I was pumping the music, so yeah, you get what I mean. So yeah, all right, guys, well, I hope that was very informative for you, and definitely like and subscribe wherever it is up there, and definitely stick around for some more scooter related stuff, modifications and all of that sorts of stuff. Keep us subscribed on DC Unplugged, guys. We'll see you all in the next one. Wear a helmet, be safe out there, guys. See you all in the next one.